Hi, everyone. It is Heather here for my second of two live sessions that I'm during this Love Fest. No, yay! I was like so happy to see you, Gnome. So happy. Um, Gnome is one of my Wolf Clan girls. Bree is here again. You're always like one of the first people that always shows up, and I super appreciate it. May from Maryland. Yeah, if you guys want to put in the chat where you guys are from, I'm from Winnipeg, Canada, and it's well into the fall season here. Today we're gonna do a little bit like almost like a 180 from what I presented yesterday. Yesterday we did like a shamanic journey using my shamanic tarot deck, and today I'm going to be bringing in something completely different and something that kind of turned out to be unexpected for me. It's like when you're on your journey and your path, and you just start going inwards and doing your inner work and your inner healing, and just focusing on yourself without attachment to outcome. I felt like I was on a very deep journey for about 3 years leading up to this, although I did start having some galactic situations happening pretty early on. So in the end, I don't know why it surprised me that I'm working a lot with the galactic energy now, because this has been certainly my first experiences were as a teenager, kind of always felt as a lot of StarSeed do, where I didn't feel like this was my home. I was confused as a very, like, my first memories of a child and being around people was very confusing. They didn't make sense to me, and I felt like I was very, 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 very quiet. Even up until being a teenager, I was very much an observer. I did also move around a lot as a child, so I would be an outsider in my own communities as well. But it is a challenge for those who are deeply connected to their starseed connections when they first come in, and it is a little bit shocking. So let's see, we've got quite a few people coming in. I see Tracy from Scotland. Yay! I'm going to be going to probably Scotland and Ireland next year. My niece is getting married in Ireland. Drew. So, really, I'm really happy. There's different people. Katie, of course, Katie's here. I love Katie. Katie and I were in a deep dive for the last year and a half. I don't know how long it was exactly. We spent ceremony 4 times in Shasta. She was there for a few of those times, and we really connect. And I am really wanting to connect more with Katie. So happy she's here. Gail, always amazing to see you. So I'm going to start off by where am I going to start off? So today, I've really called into my galactic highest self. This is something that I connected in deeply with a few months back, when the galactic stuff really started taking off. I had crazy experiences that I can't even tell you happened when I was in Mount Shasta, and had an animal totem. They show up during different aspects, and I had been very much into the snake, but I had done a lot with the wolf clan, a lot with the owl, with the owl clan. And then this beautiful white lion walked in when I was having a shamanic session with a close friend of mine. And I started to discuss it with her, and she's very shamanic, and she's like, Heather, you sit with that. And I really understand now why, because it was like it was for me to sit with. When I do my readings, I'm going to do a bunch of readings for you. And if you've watched me read before or heard me read before, I am not here to give you the answers to your life. I am not here to fix your problems. I am here to hold energetic space, to witness that energy, to bring in cards that are going to help you with the whole picture of what's going on with your life, not just maybe specific situations or specific illnesses. Everything is together, everything is interconnected. So I read and witness the collective energetic field. Within that energetic field is all of the keys that you need. So all of the magic is hidden in the messages. So if you are listening and you need to go back and listen again, go back and listen again. I invite you to listen closely. If certain message resonate with you, but it's a different person, it's for you as well, because we are a collective, but we're individuals. It was very important for me on my journey, StarSeed Awakening, to actually heal my human self first. That's how it played out for me. I had to really feel like this planet was my home. I had to really love this planet. I had to love my human self, because ultimately we are one. And that is a large piece of the Starseed journey, is feeling oneness and connection and whole within yourself, no matter what your location is and no matter what the energy is that's going on around you. Oh, Amber, clowns, Ellen, oh, geez, Kelly. I just want to cry for the people that are actually showing up today, because this is actually a pretty big deal for me. Even though you may have seen me live before and you see me all confident and, Heather's just, out there. And this is actually, in fact, the first time publicly I've done it in a smaller container with some of my badass medicinal cohorts. But it's really me coming out with my galactic self and really connecting into my galactic highest self. And that energy that I hold, and my part of my galactic purpose for being, and my purpose throughout my whole life has been as a healer and as a teacher and a way shower. I'm always pushing the boundaries of that shadow, getting deeper into the shadow to find out what's really lurking and hidden there. Gail, thank you so much. So I am pulling today from my, where's my box? I don't even have the box here. It's a Lyrian StarSeed deck. So as I tuned into, I am now taking galactic astrology. I'm studying the stars. I'm studying, the stars to me have become a map, a blueprint for your soul. And I'm doing quantum practitioner, which doesn't just look at this lifetime in this planetary and your past lives here. It is this galaxy lives. So it's everything, who you were before you even came here, some of the situations. And there's trauma. We like to think that trauma and this only happened on Earth, but that's actually not the reality. Like, we are in an infinite universe of infinite possibilities. And looking at the galaxy and the universe, we are a microcosm of the macrocosm. Everything that you need to know about the universe is on this planet. It is in nature. It is in your innate nature. It's so our galaxy, the heartbeat, the soul of our galaxy would be the galactic center, which we are moving into alignment with at the end of this, like into end of November. But we're already starting to get into the eclipse season, which is heading into super. So always, like, I don't know if you've ever noticed a difference or shift happening in like the November, December time, but it moves into very divine feminine energy, being in alignment with Ophiuchus, which is a serpent energy. It's actually the 13th missing from the zodiac, conveniently removed because it's a very divine energy. And then we move, and within that, this is where our connections to the galactic and the galactic center is. So everybody take a nice deep breath in with all this information coming in. Galactic energy is high frequency, high vibrational energy. This means you need to be extra, 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 extra grounded. So everybody is firmly planted because we are present What matters is this moment. What matters is this presence. And in every presence, if you make that what matters most, you will be living your highest vibrational energy. You'll be living your highest pathway and insights every moment. So that's what the integration of the galactic and the human is. The soul is embodying this journey on the earth, embodying your humanness while connecting to your galactic or your celestial or your angelic or whatever else it is. You are all in one. I see us as a trinity, actually: human energy, celestial energy, galactic energy, all in this little package that you are in this moment. So nothing, the past is the past. It holds keys to some of the trauma and the healing or insights of who you are and stuff like that. Like, that's in the shadow. That's wonderful things that we're going to delve into, explore. But you go there, you can have your moments there, but always remember what is most important is this present. This makes each and every single one of us equal, where no being, no energy, no one singular thing is more important than the other. And this goes right down to a blade of grass. Every bit of the manifestation of creation, to be in balance, needs to be equally energetically important. Equally energetically important. When I was in Shasta, I had this, like, I'm going to tell the story. I didn't think I was going to. I'm not going to tell the full story. But basically, I was in ceremony. I ended up having deeper medicine than I was planning to, and went through an entire journey. And at the end of it, all I can say is, if I was ever going to write a book, it would be Everything Heather Knows She Learned from a Log, a tree. That was the tree was one of my deepest, most profound insights and healings that I've ever experienced. And if you have a tree behind me, we are like the tree. We are the, you know, the stalk of the, I can't think of what, like, with the bark and everything, but the roots. So when you imagine trees, like, they look singularly, they look solitary, just like human beings do, just like animals. It's a singular being. Underneath the ground, their roots go, like, depending on what kind they have, but they go far, they go wide, they go deep, and they interconnect in the subconscious under the ground. And that's very much the way our energy is. And but it's about individualizing yourself. You're here to individualize yourself, understand every aspect of yourself, heal every aspect of yourself. And once you are solid and secure in your understanding and your healing, it's like, then you get called into the collective. And very much a lot of our healing now is because through our roots, through the subconscious, through what we do not know, we are all interconnected. But then above us, we have, like, this beautiful, glorious energy reaching, ever reaching, wanting to reach towards the stars, wanting to grow outwards. But the tree shows us the cycles that we also live with. So we have our moments where we're dormant in the winter and there's no leaves, and it almost appears like the tree could be dead, right? Like, and then the spring happens and the buds start coming out and the birds show up, and the sun starts shining, but we're like that too when we go through our winters where we need to go really deep to heal. It's kind of like their rest. They need to just have a deep rest for a while before they start to create and manifest their beautiful leaves and fruit and everything again. So that's what we do. So when we feel disconnected, when we feel like we just want to go into our room and hide in our bed and not really engage with the world too much, that's a cycle, and some people have to go deeper in it than others. Don't judge. Two journeys are never the same, and that's the magic of it. I want to explore and understand my fellow peeps as much as I want to explore myself, because this is also what we bring, is our deep insights, our deep healing, our deep awarenesses, our interconnectedness of our understandings, as we solidify it, then we start going into the collective and we start manifesting that energy and we bring in that frequency and vibe. Then we bring it to the collective, and then through each other, we have a broadening of our perceptions, a broadening of our experience and our expansion. Whew, boy, I feel like that was very long-winded. So I am going to just anchor you guys in, and I really want to pull cards. So anybody who wants a card, I'm going to put my glasses on so that I can see here. So we are bringing StarSeed messages from, I'm calling into my highest self. My highest self is does identify as Lyrian, which is why this deck is the one that I'm working with. Everybody is unique and individual, and just know that we are all multidimensional, multi-galactic, multi-whatever beings. So, oh, Leilani, okay. Leilani, okay, if I miss you, I am not doing this on purpose, and oh, I have more time than I thought. Okay, good. Just keep putting your name in. And actually, if you have questions, you can put the questions in, because I do actually go back and read the feed afterwards. And if you have a specific question I have not answered, I will answer you. You know, something simple, brief. I'm not going to give you an essay on your life, but yeah. So, but listen to the messages. So Leilani, I'm going to shuffle the cards once, and then I'm going to do like I did yesterday to save time. And we're just going to pull one after the other, and I'm just going to intuitively pick the people that are coming up. So Leilani is number 1. Okay, awesome. Amazing card here for number 1. So I'm going to try to hold the pictures so that you can see them. So there's a lot of geometry in this. The geometry, for anybody who's curious, I have a huge awakening with geometry about 2 years ago. During COVID, I literally couldn't sleep. And the most boring thing that I found on Gaia was Robert J. Gilbert doing sacred geometry, because it was just like, what is he talking about? I listened to it to put myself to sleep. And then subconsciously, I listened to sacred geometry for 2 months straight. And then one day I turned it on, and I kid you not, it all made sense to me. So Robert J. Gilbert on Gaia, he's amazing if you want to know about sacred geometry. But geometry. So this is card 33, divine sacred number. The building blocks to a lot of sacred knowledge is in 3s. The magic of 3s, 6, 9s, 12s. These are the numbers that Tesla worked with. They are powerful, powerful transformational numbers. When you get to the 1, the solitary, this is source. And then source, and this is where love comes in, loved itself so much that it wanted to experience every aspect it could possibly be. And so it split into the 2. And into the 2, it suddenly could witness itself on a whole nother level. And then the 2 don't split into 4. The 2 come together. They come together, these oppositions, and they create the 3, the Trinity. 3, the power of creation. So finances increase, sacred geometry and spiritual science is what comes up on here. But again, I'm going to hold this up for you. So let me just feel into this for you, Leilani. You have such a beautiful voice. And you have such a beautiful presence. And this is a reflection of your soul. And this is what is attracting. So sometimes you may think or have felt in the shadow that people were only attracted to you because you're beautiful. And I mean, I'm certainly attracted to you because you're beautiful, you know, but outer beauty sometimes it's a mismatch in our society, and so you'll see it for a moment, and then you'll see some of the stuff on reality TV and be like, oh no, I can't watch another moment of that. Doesn't matter how beautiful they look, I have to turn that off. For you, your outer beauty matches your inner beauty, and that's okay. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Embracing every aspect of who you are is where you find the love for yourself, and love is what you want to be creating with. Love is what you want to be creating with. Okay, so next one, Katie. I saw Katie, and I'm going to pull for Katie. She is my clown sister. And oh, beautiful card for you, card number 21. And again, that's break down into threes. And just there's rainbows of color in there. So really just feeling into the energy of that card. And there's a lot of energy coming in over the crown. Like there's almost like flower, and then it's coming down with rainbows behind it. Color spectrum, self-expression, movement, letting out emotions. We are blessed on this planet. If you look at it from a galactic perspective, we are blessed with the colors that are around us, and how the colors around us impact us. Colors invoke emotions. So what colors are you around? Are you around you? Like if you have colors around you that you do not feel like resonate with you, or do not feel like that is you, if you've had a major shift in your life, your whole wardrobe can change. And the colors that you're drawn to in your life are healing. The magic of that. But within this as well, the Trinity and the healing, this rainbow energy, we are each a unique frequency. And with our frequency, even though we can't see it, we are unique colors. Each of us has its own, even if we're all, if I say to you, I'm blue, each of us has a beautiful color. And so energetically, my daughter sees colors. Energetically in the field, when we have our own frequency and vibe, and we can shift and change that too, but we'll have like our main vibe, but as we come together we become a rainbow, and that's the coming together of the power of creation. Vicky, you're next. Thank you, Katie. I love you. We need to connect soon. Vicky, this is a number 1 card, Immaculate Conception, and it's this beautiful, majestic male lion. Part of me at times has been like, why is number 1 male? Like, what is that? And but the first thing that you need, okay, we're being one thing. We're being creation. And then we decide to do something. So that is the male energy coming in, the energy of the action, the energy of the doing. So that is why it comes in as this male energy. But then, of course, once it's done that, it requires the partnership and the Trinity and the actual creative creation energy of the divine feminine. So that's what this says. Time for positive transformation. For you, Vicky, you're transforming. You're transforming, but this transformation, it's never going to come from outside of you. It's coming from within. It's that inner deep wisdom and knowing and understanding that you are here because you love creation so much, you love yourself so much that you were willing to push boundaries, experience things, traumas and all these crazy things. Like, why would I do this? Because you loved yourself so much that you wanted to experience this so you could see. We are working in polarities. The deepest shadows show us the brightest lights. So this transformation is coming from within, to honor that, respect that, and when it's time, the keys will be given. That's how it works. This is something, as you wake into this, that teachers will be brought to you, messages will come, activations will happen. I had a huge one on the shed floor with a bag of dirt underneath my head last week. Just so you know, like, you just like never know when this is going to happen, but it is happening. Okay, Tracy, card 27. And let me just pull it back so you can see it. It says arrival. Arrival. So, alignment, all is well, and healing. So, this is sort of where we're all moving to. Like, if you saw your highest self, the way that I witness the highest self in the energetic field is like a pillar of light. Energetically, we are all energy, and we are a pillar of light. But you can see this is where the separation has happened. Like, they're mirroring each other. So separation has happened, but the ultimate goal is to be coming back into realignment. And so for us on this planet right now, that means balancing of the masculine energies and the feminine energies. So the feminine energies have been really hot, coming in, awakening, healing, deep healing has been happening. But there's also that need to balance it out with the masculine energy. And as we, I mean, I got pissed. Like, there's a point in my life at one point where I thought, like, all men are out. But, I'm coming around to that realignment. So this is showing me that you're really what you bring. So a lot of starseed energy is not what you're doing. It's what you're bringing. You bring a frequency, you bring a vibration. So your frequency and vibration is very much balanced, and about bringing balance within the energy field. So just being in your presence, you're in this field collectively as we were working. Oh, it's not you, Tracy Clatworthy. Sorry, it was another Tracy. It is to bring in that energy and that connection. So true spirituality, true StarSeed empowerment is living everyday life, but being connected to source and your highest self at the same time. So bringing that to your job, whatever it is, bringing it to your friendships, your relationships, your marriage, your parenting. It's everyday life. Okay. I will make sure I say last names, I guess. Okay. Gnome, I'm going to bring a card for you. Okay, Gnome. Oh, I'm going to really try and show this. There's so much sacred geometry, and I want to see if I can... Oh, there, that's maybe a bit better. There. You can see there's like a star... Merkaba energy coming in there. 24, collective consciousness, tapping into the alive field. So your third eye is just so connected and humming right now. As soon as I connected in with your energy, it's like it's just lit, and like this energy is a true expression of what I'm feeling in your energetic field, of this energy coming out. But it's almost like this halo over you of like this divine connection and coming in, but then through the sacred geometry and the interlinking and the connectedness and the tapping in to the collective consciousness. So you very much are aware that you work within the collective consciousness, and this is just super validation for you of that. You could like look at that as a I mean, the lion you can keep or take, but everything about that resonates with your energetic field. So I feel like as I'm showing these cards to people, there's activations happening beyond my words. So really focus in on the pictures that I'm showing you, because there's some galactic activation happening within this field. And it's, if you don't feel it, don't worry, it's still happening for you. But if you do feel it, you'll notice it. I'm working, Stephanie, with the Lyrian StarSeed deck. Okay. Gnome, don't doubt that you've been connecting with your trees. Okay, I'm looking for in my feed Maria. Maria, I am going to pick a card for you, and it is card 39, Parallel Earth, Time of Peace, Relaxation, All is Well. Okay, so just take a look at that photo here for a second. So the reality of our reality as I witness it in the field now, and what I'm bringing forward are just some of my understandings of what I'm witnessing, but you may understand and witness things completely in a different way. I'm simply bringing forward a perspective of what I see and I witness and what my current understanding is. I am always open to expansion within that, but parallel Earths, we are in infinite parallel, infinite possibility, infinite worlds, layers. The first time I heard about this, somebody said, every choice that you make, the opposite choice is being lived out in a parallel existence. I thought that is interesting. The other quandary that I had in my journey of when do I know that things are right for me, and I know now I get this deeper sense within my heart. When it comes to this kind of stuff, you're never going to know this entirely with your head. You have to know it with your heart first, which is, why just tuning into the pictures and the colors and the imagery and the ideology of some of this stuff and just munch on it, and it may not strike you now, but 2 years from now, you might have a sudden moment of, oh my gosh, that just reminds me of, 2 years ago when I had this crazy person with lion cards. But you never know how things are interconnected and interlinked. So the ultimate question was me, okay, I get all that, I know, but when do I know it's a yes? And the only answer they had was a yes. It is yes when you say yes. It is yes when you say yes. I'm like, what? Say what? But within all of that, we are multidimensional beings. We have a lot of stuff going on. And within this card, it's bringing in the energy of relaxation, and all is well. You're fine where you are. You need time to relax, rest. This is a really deep time of introspection right now for us to really relish and revel in this individual being that we are becoming aware of and that we're coming to a loving, accepting relationship with. Okay, next, Drew. The reunion, spontaneity, change of plans, social connections. So this is the energy of playfulness. Like sometimes we can get like so serious, like I gotta figure this all out, bogged down and stuff like that, that we forget to have spontaneity and just have fun and just relax and take time to reconnect and connect. Once you start expanding into the galactic awarenesses, you start seeing and witnessing the people around you, your partners, parents, like everything in a slightly different way. And that's really what expansion of consciousness is being able to broaden that perception, seeing things from a different way. And so when we do learn and experience and understand things about ourselves, it's wonderful to sit with that, learn about it, heal with it, experience it. But it's never the end. There's always more. There's always room. Like we are expanding into the shadow right now. That's why it's been a little undaunting for us, because we are really into the unknown. Earth is a playground. It is a playground of infinite possibilities. It is a playground where infinite numbers of beings have come here and played. That's why we have such diversity in our plants, in our trees, in our animals, in our human species even. There's a reason we look different. There's a lot of interplay and interconnectedness. Just in the same way I could tell you that I am Polish, German, English, Ukrainian, Irish, Scottish. I'm a lot of things. I can also tell you I am Lyrian, I'm Syrian, I am Galactic. My energy is very galactic. So that's from out of this galaxy, even a lot of it. But tuning in, microcosm, macrocosm. If the galactic center is the core, the heartbeat of our universe, it is what is drawing us in, but it is what is feeding us life and energy at the same time. On a micro level, in your human body, your heart is your galactic center. It is your what you are drawn into and what feeds you. So when you're going inwards, your heart can feel like a black hole. Like you can see light and energy and all that, but then you're ultimately going into the shadow of your own heart. In the same way that if you went into a black hole, it would be a void. What is the void? The void is undefined. Undefined means infinite. The void is infinite possibility. It's where all creation takes place and all possibilities of creation can take place in your own little heart. You are that powerful. You are that powerful. And when you see yourself in that power as part of creation, as I love myself so much that I have been through all of these journeys and I've been on this hero's journey, like through the tarot, the Fool. We are fool. It's like what we started could be seen as foolish. Like it was ridiculous, but it was the magic. It was the magic, and it is the magic. I just see a note here, just so you know, Corinne does not solicit, nor do any of us. If anybody is offering you readings saying that it's me or any of the other readers on here, it is not. That's just ridiculous now that people even try that. Okay. Tracy Clatworthy, card for you. Receive. Receive. In our trauma and in our life, the gateways are shut down. Our chakras, for all intents and purposes, are gateways where we experience energy. Also, the portals of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, your bottom parts, openings into the physical body, the portals where energy can be perceived and felt and flow in and flow out of. But when we have trauma and experiences that, and it can be any timeline dimension, it could have been, this could have happened to you in the Orion Wars like 5 million years ago, and you still hold some kind of trauma in your field. They're fragmented. They're fragmented pieces of trauma can be held within the energetic field until we clear it, or it cancels or leaves on its own, or whatever. Quite frankly, you vibrate, and your frequency goes to a highest level that those lower level energies have a hard time sticking around. That's a power of love too, raising your vibration. When you're feeling into trauma, this is what shifted me to the floor of my shed with a bag of dirt underneath my head. I went into a meditation because I was experiencing deep pain. And when I went into the meditation and grounded, and then noticed within myself, it's really, really important to notice yourself every day, witness yourself every day, what your feelings are, what your thoughts are, what your emotions are, so that you really define yourself. A lot of us are truly empaths, so we will pick up on stuff. You need to know what is yours and what is not yours instantly. You need to know what is yours and not yours before it even enters into your field. It's like, no, hell no, not today. This is by getting to know yourself and knowing what is acceptable for you and what resonates with you. So when we shut things down, we shut down these pathways, we shut down our inner heart. We're cut off from our heart source center. And not only does it become difficult to give, it becomes difficult to receive at that point too, outside of yourself. So deep healing of those wounds, the deeper you go, the deeper, the more beautiful the healing that follows. Abundance flows, unification, and confidence. So these are the things that are flowing in for you now as you're healing, as you're reconnecting your pathways. Your abundance is flowing into your unification, and your confidence is really building. And that is a beautiful balance. Okay, Kathy, card for you, Kathy. Central Heart, card number 11, partnership, soulmate, clarity, and heart guides. So just feeling into the energy of that card again. Relationship. The greatest relationship you'll ever have is the relationship you have with yourself, is what comes into mind. And this beautiful heart where the lotus is unfolding, and as the two are connecting into the unification of really acceptance, self-worth. And if you struggle with that, what is it around you, or what is happening with you that's trying to show you the wounding? And when you see that wounding, instead of, like, we are so good at distractions, turning away. If it's negative, oh no, like cancel, heal, release, I don't want that shit, it's drawing your attention. It's trying to show you something. Instead of looking away, look into it deeper. What is this? So I ended up on the floor of my shed, and I was having this pain. And when I felt into it, it's like, what am I witnessing? Oh, I've got this it started in my head. So I started focusing, what is this headache? What is this showing me? And then it's like, just send it love. Don't try to shift it or change it or alter it. Let's just send it love. It is in your field. It is part of you. Don't send it hate or negativity. Send it love. Love is going to raise that frequency and vibration of whatever's going on, and it's going to unveil. So as I did this, and it was hard, it started shifting to my chest, and I mean, it got intense. And for me, in the beginning, it would get worse before it would get better. I'm not going to lie. So the natural instinct would be like, oh my gosh, this is getting worse. I must be doing something wrong. I got to shut this down. I persevered, and I was like, no, I am sending this love. I'm sending this love. What is this showing me? And it ended up being this huge mother wound situation that I didn't even know I was holding in my energetic field. And I did a huge shift, and it's been a really huge shift for me. So this one's for you. Kathy Luskin. Kathy Luskin. Okay, and if I say Kathy and I don't define which Kathy it is, and there's more than one Kathy, both of you take that message. That's all I have to say. Stephanie. Now, Stephanie, I just want to say, I did not say your name yesterday when I did that reading, but that reading was definitely 100% for you. I went back and I was like, what the heck happened there? Was for you. So, but I'm going to call your name and pull you a card today for sure. 34, the merge. So there's like a resounding theme coming through in these cards today about the coming together. And it's in the depths rests the treasures. So we're really being called deep into our inner wounding and releasing and healing that stuff, and I can feel stuff just flowing to Mother Earth right now. As I say these words, if you want to embrace healing, you simply have to embrace the frequency vibration. I love myself so much. I'm sending this love. I want to heal. So that is our healing in the energetic field, and there's a lot of energy pouring down through Mother Earth and support from Mother Earth coming up right now. Oddly enough, we're doing a StarSeed reading, but I really feel the planet is alive. The Earth is a being. She's alive, and she's sending us love and support right now. Carol. Carol, I'm going to pull a card for you. 28. Mystery School. Curiosity opens up advanced awareness. I had some really deep teaching about pyramids today and the power of pyramids. And it was like this thought of, I wonder how being on sand affects the vibration of the pyramids, because we know the pyramids each vibrate with a certain frequency. And they're like rooted on grounded earth, but they're pointed, very specific energy. But not only is it's like the alignment. So the pyramids, if you do not know, are aligned with the Orion constellation. I have a being that came forward to me when I was in Angel Alchemy Academy. I'm supposed to be like connecting to my guides and angels, and I have my galactic father come in who identified himself as being from Orion, and I thought, well, that's weird. But I took it, I embraced it, and it was a really beautiful energy that he brought. So not only do we feed energy through the pyramids, and there's energy that they are, it's a two-way street. It's a toroidal field. Everything is in motion. Black holes are like that too. They're like toroidal fields. They're sacred geometry. But they are also sending in vibrational energy and frequencies in through the pyramids, and they are scattered all over the planet. So then I was like, what's the difference between a pyramid on the sand and a pyramid in mud? And I thought, well, they would vibrate differently. And it was interesting because the ones that are built in the jungles, like on dirt and stuff like that, it's very shamanic, deep-rooted root chakra energy there. Whereas when you get to these pyramids, it's like really high vibrational. So anyway, that's a digression. I love the way there's a cross showing up in this card for you over top. Curious, be curious. Be like a child. And children play with, and they're attracted to, and they're drawn to things that get their curiosity. Be curious. Ask questions. So connecting into my connection with the angels and the celestial and now the galactic is really amped up when I started using theta. And my understanding now, a lot of it is these beings, these angels, these energies, they have very high frequency. So the higher we can make our brain waves and our energetic messaging that we're sending, this theta is actually meeting grounds. So they can lower down to theta and we can go up, and this is where we communicate. So if you really want to get into communication with your galactic guides, the Angel Alchemy Academy, Corinne teaches theta. I did it the traditional way, and I did it again with her, and it has evolved and shifted and changed. So if you're thinking, well, I want my certification, that's kind of old energy, and that's what we need to get past now, is like some of the stuff and the teachings that we've held on to or that have been sort of our foundation to thing. We need to be open to the possibility of expanding and utilizing that energy in different ways. I go to theta for my communication with my highest self. I go to theta when I want to communicate. And so this is also why you'll have dreams or lucid things happen when you're sleeping, because your brain is actually going naturally into a theta state. And that's when they can really connect in and bring in the messages. Carol, I'd love to give you a card today. I kind of missed you at the tail end yesterday, although that deer was for you too. 18, dimensional shift. Dimensional shift. Manifestation, harmony, and dreams to reality. What if you can dimensionally shift? How can you instantly shift your realities? So I had some really weird stuff start happening when I was really connecting into the Galactic, and I would have events that would happen where I would be in my house. I would be going to, so for instance, I had the situation with my daughter. This is a good one. This is an example. And she was hungry and she wanted to have dinner. And I had to go grocery shopping. And so I said to her, Alyssa, oh, she said to me, Mommy, can you make me something to eat? And I said, you know what? I have to go pick up a couple things at the grocery store. When I come back, I will make you something to eat. I very clearly remember having this conversation. It just seemed like an everyday conversation. I went out the door. I went grocery shopping. I was gone for half an hour. I came back in, and as I walked past her, I said, oh, I'm just going to put the groceries away, and then I'm going to get you, I got you something because I'm going to get you something to eat. Because I actually specifically bought her something at the grocery store to feed her. And she looked at me and she said, Mommy, you already fed me. I already ate. And I was like, So little things like that have happened to me a few times now. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know exactly what's going on, but we have the possibilities to be shifting. We have the possibilities to be having movement. So just paying attention. Again, Carolyn, your third eye is really, really humming too. So as Galactic StarSeed, when you really start perceiving the world around you, you witness through your third eye. It becomes your eye. But it is like that kind of like everyday life. It's like you're a human, you're still living the same life, you're still having the same experiences, but somehow you're witnessing it through this different kind of clarity that all I can say is coming from here. And this is where your clairs can really take off. Your eyes are really like you have clairvoyance, but there's like a little bit of tension there. Now that I'm not telling you that because I'm saying that there's something wrong with you. I'm telling you that because that is energetically what is in your energy field. Now, a lot of these things, almost everything is just timing. It really is. So patience is one of the things that we've had to learn. Oh, goodness. Shauna, I have to sign off soon. So Shauna, for you, number 6 card, boundaries. Boundaries. And there's hawk energy over top of these lines that's really standing out for me in this card. No is yes to self-love. So really the boundary that you need is, and this was really highlighted for me when I was in Shasta and I was really shedding my old and really going deep. And, it was like new things were going to be coming in. But they said to me, like, new gifts and abilities are going to be opening up, but you must serve and heal and work with those energies yourself first. As in, I needed to heal myself. I needed to integrate myself. I needed to understand what these gifts and abilities were by integrating them, not in my head or like, hey, I can do this, but so that every cell of my body vibrates with the frequency and energy that I need in order to use those gifts in a day-to-day basis. And a couple of times I've tried to breach that rule and it was like crickets. I felt like I had been completely disconnected, and it was like, hell no, Heather, your days of putting everyone before you, your days of serving the collective before you served yourself, because we have had the divine feminine out of balance where we have been serving others around us before we've been serving it up to ourselves. Those days are done. If you're going to, that is old energy. It was necessarily in the energy field for a while. Like, to be quite honest with you, how we got as far as we have been without being completely annihilated on this planet has been on the backs of mothers and women who have overcompensated for a lot of the shit that's been happening in the energetic field by carrying the weight of the world on our very backs and shoulders. The energy field has shifted. The energy field has changed. The vibration and the frequency is getting higher. And we are individualized. My energy field is lighting up. This is like, if you get anything out of today, get this. We heal ourselves. We can only heal that. We can only heal and vibrate, shift that vibration within ourselves. Everything has a frequency. Everything has a vibration. It is through the resonance of energy that, as your energy frequency higher, the people around you, if they're here, and you hold steady, and in your willpower and in your courage of the lion, you hold that energy. There is no choice but the energy field to come up to resonate with yours. There is no choice. So that is the power of healing yourself, and the power of being true to yourself and understanding your gifts and understanding your abilities and what you're resonating to the world around you. And we each are unique. We each bring our own goodness to the table. We each bring our own magic to the table. See yourself in that magic. See yourself in your individuality. See how you are so vast, and you are so beautiful, and you are so worthy. If you were not ready for this, if you were not worthy, you wouldn't be in this moment. You would be in a different moment. You would be doing something else. You are worthy of what is being shown to you. You are worthy of what is being given to you, and you are worthy of receiving. So just going to call into our galactic highest selves, creator, the angels, to receive an extra blessing of love in through the heart space, your core, your galactic core center. I love you guys. I have no idea what I've said. I'm going to be literally going back and listening to this myself. Every message here today was for every person who showed up. I thank those who brought their extra energy with the cards. I truly do link into your energy and read it, not just for you and your healing and my healing, but for the collective. Reach out to me. I will put it into the comments, because I think I have my angelessence.ca. That's where you can find me for one-on-one sessions. If you'd like to know more, go deeper. If you're struggling, I'm always there. I'm always available. You can book appointments with me. Currently, Tracy Clatworthy and I have Wild Souls Rising. There is probably going to be a galactic offshoot from that, because she also is moving galactically in her energy and her field, and we like to create a container for those galactic souls that are looking for a community. So with that, I love you all, and till next time.